in this video we're going to be talking about the daily practice that helps you shift into the beingness, the becoming of the version of you that has what it is you want. So stay tuned.
I'll be your light. Be your light.
Hey lovelies, welcome back to the Manifestation Sisters community. My name is Leah.
My name's Tia.
Here on this channel we are helping you to master your mind and manifest all of your desires. Before we jump into the video, we do want to let you know that we do have our love and relationship affirmation bundle. So this bundle is really going to help you to start embodying and starting to feel like the person that already has the relationship you want, already is the person that is chosen in love, already is the person that is who you want to be when it comes to love and relationships. And this is why we've created it. It's easy practices that you can start to do for yourself daily to start to integrate this new identity and the version of you who is successful in love and relationships. And we also offer our one-to-one coaching, and if you want to find out anything more about these services, the link is in the description box down below. So let's jump into the video.
So what do we mean by the daily practices when it comes to manifesting and shifting into the beingness and the version of you that has what it is you want? It's you essentially being aware of your thoughts on a moment-to-moment basis, and are them thoughts in alignment with that which you want? The practice is observing, being aware, being that conscious observer of your thoughts and gently shifting them back into your new story, your new choice, your new decision every single day. Essentially where a lot of you are at this point is you're on the path of discovering the limiting beliefs, the limiting self-concept that's essentially created what it is you've experienced today. You have your desire, what it is you want to manifest. So you have the awareness of your limiting stories, you have your desire, but then the next step is the embodiment. And for a lot of people, they can know this stuff intellectually, but when it comes to being the embodiment, the daily practices of manifestation, that's where they really struggle. And that's why we're doing this video, because we want to dive into that step 3. We want to dive into the embodiment, what it actually entails of choosing to be this person, and as a result, as you make that choice daily, then you start to become it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's like when you go to the gym, for example, and you start to work out and maybe you're eating on a calorie deficit, which means you're eating less than what you're consuming, or which means you're eating less than what you're burning, or you know, you're incorporating a new routine that you haven't done before when it comes to your health and fitness. So you're not going to go into the gym and start, you know, doing weights or doing cardio, whatever it is you're doing, and the next day be like, where's the results?
Where's this fat booty?
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those things, it takes a bit of practice, it takes a bit of repetition, consistency, showing up for yourself, eating in a different way, exercising in a new way, and then you might see results in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, but you keep on with it, you keep showing up for yourself, you keep doing the work, because knowing that your body is going to change and conform. And it's the same with your thinking. When you're doing daily practices to embody becoming the version of yourself that has what you want, and we're doing this with the tools and techniques, we're doing that with the scripting, the affirmations, the inner conversations, the visualizations, whatever it is that you're doing for yourself to help you become this person, because that's all we're doing, is you're shifting into a new identity, a new version of yourself that now thinks and feels and believes a new way. And then that becomes a natural, normal part of you. You start to believe it, it starts to be automatic. And then you can, like Neville says, once you know this stuff, you can lay to rest all other techniques, which means you now think it automatically. It's now who you are. You're not always having to affirm or script or inner conversations or anything like this, because now you know it's who you normally are. And obviously you can still do those things if you really enjoy it, but this is what it means to embody it. It's really trusting yourself to start being a new version of yourself, integrate a new way of being.
And that's what we spoke about in our previous video of occupying the state. It's a gentle nudge you're making with yourself to be aware of when you go back into old self, or when you go back into old self concept. So to put this into perspective, say you're manifesting your SP right now, you're working on a new self-concept, you've become clear of the limiting beliefs and the self-concept that essentially has manifested the situation of you not being prioritized because you had that self-concept. So now you're shifting that self-concept, you're telling a new story, you're invoking and inner saturating the state of you feeling this way more dominantly, thinking these thoughts new dominantly, and that will look like you saying in your self-concept, I'm chosen, I'm the number one, I'm the priority, no one else compares to me, etc, etc. You now have built this self-concept, but something happens in your 3D reality where SP isn't choosing you again. And that has made you go on a spiral of thinking you're not chosen, thinking you're not enough, thinking that nothing's working. In that moment, you have a conscious choice to be aware before you spiraled of choosing your truth, of choosing to occupy, embody and practice being this version of you despite 3D circumstances. And that's what we always talk about, creating the separation between you and your 3D. Essentially, this practice is you looking at the 3D for what it is, saying, oh, that's old, that's my old self-concept. What is my truth here? My truth is I'm the best and only option, and doing a tool or a practice or a technique in that moment to stabilize and center yourself in the truth of the reality that you're manifesting for yourself. And this is what the daily practice is. Things will come up, things will happen in your 3D, things will manifest, but that's how we transcend our 3D circumstances. That's how we shift from being outcome dependent to being internally dependent on what we want to choose to think and feel within ourselves. And that's what the daily practice looks like. It's being the observer, it's being the conscious chooser. And as you start to do that more often, like Leah said, it'll become what you think, feel and believe on autopilot.
Yeah, because it's an inner conviction with yourself. You deciding, like, no, this is what happens in my love life now. This is how my SP shows up for me. This is how I think about myself. This is now what I'm accepting for myself. I am deciding I'm the new version of myself. I'm the version of myself that wins in love. I'm the version of myself that gets everything I want when it comes to his or her love life. And it's you deciding within yourself, like, that old version of me got me this far and I thank myself for that, and now I've awoken to a new truth within myself that I now get to decide who I want to be. And I decide I'm being this version of myself, and it's you having that conscious choice with yourself to be like, I'm not settling for anything less than what it is I truly want, so why am I settling for these thoughts that don't align to what it is that I want? And when we're consciously changing those thoughts and being and embodying that version of ourselves, that's us choosing to identify in this new way and being it. We're embodying it. That's us choosing to now say to ourselves, no, this is who I am now.
Exactly. And a really key takeaway of how you can start to embody this practice is by essentially what we give to our clients, building a manifestation routine for yourself. It's one element of the daily practice. Of course, you've got to be conscious of where your mind's going in them periods where you're not doing the manifestation routine, that you can essentially get behind and really put into perspective what shifts and daily practices you can do for yourself to really incorporate, integrate the beingness of this version of you. If you need help doing that, we have our manifestation, love and relationship bundle where there's a manifestation routine in that, but you can build it yourself, guys. There's no wrong or right way. Essentially, it's just you making a choice and decision of what is it I want? What are the beliefs that I need to integrate, and then what is it I need to practice on a consistent moment-to-moment basis to essentially start being this person more dominantly. We're going to wrap up the video here. As we said at the beginning of this video, if you want to learn more about our products or services, they're all in the description box below. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe because you don't want to miss another video. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next one.